Upgrade plus 10. Environment 2. Player 2. Yasuni. Activity 2. Listen and number the images according to the narration of the story, Yasuni. Next, use the connectors of sequence.
It was meant to be the perfect vacation. My friend Sarah, Jack, Emma, and I had spent months planning our trip to Yasuni National Park. We were all eager to explore the Amazon rainforest, a dream we had nurtured for years. Finally, during our summer break, we arrived in Coca, a small town on the edge of the jungle, ready to begin our adventure. First, we hired a local guide to help us navigate the rivers and set off in a motorized canoe. The weather was pristine, and the jungle around us was lush and teeming with life. The air was filled with the sounds of exotic birds and distant howler monkeys, heightening our excitement. While we drifted down the Coca River, the guide pointed out various animals and plants, making the experience even more magical. Everything felt serene, and I could almost feel the jungle enveloping us with its tranquil embrace. When we reached a particularly calm stretch of water, we marveled at the surrounding beauty. But little did we know, our peaceful journey was about to take a terrifying turn. Then, we veered into a narrow tributary, the water smooth and crystal clear, with the dense canopy of trees arching overhead. We were laughing and enjoying the scenery when, without warning, a sudden splash shattered the calm. I came and lunged at our boat, its powerful jaws snapping shut around Jack's leg. The chaos unfolded in a matter of seconds. When I saw what was happening, I was momentarily paralyzed in shock. Jack screamed in pain, and we all scrambled, shouting and trying to push the boat away from the reptile, but its grip was unyielding. The caiman's jaws were locked firmly onto Jack's leg. After that, panic quickly set in. Blood was pouring from Jack's leg, and he was writhing in agony. Sarah and Emma rushed to his side, trying to stem the bleeding with anything they could find, but we knew we needed help fast. While the guide steered the boat toward the nearest shore, the rest of us tried to comfort Jack, though we were all terrified. We were deep in the jungle, with no idea where we were. It felt as though the dense forest had swallowed us whole. Later, the guide suggested we follow a small trail through the jungle, hoping to find help. The jungle was thick, and the path was difficult to follow. We were all exhausted, and Jack's condition was worsening with each passing minute. While we trudged through the dense undergrowth, I kept scanning the horizon, desperate for any sign of civilization. When I looked back at Jack, his face was pale, and his breathing had become shallow. A wave of dread washed over me. Then, we heard the unmistakable hum of an engine in the distance. We all froze, straining to hear. It was the sound of a rescue team. The guide had somehow managed to contact someone, and help was on its way. The paramedics arrived just in time to stabilize Jack, who had passed out from the blood loss and pain. Finally, Jack was airlifted to a medical facility, and I felt an overwhelming sense of relief wash over me. He was going to make it. We were all shaken, of course, but deeply thankful that things hadn't turned out worse. While we waited for the helicopter, I couldn't stop thinking about the terror of that moment when the caiman attacked. The jungle had shown us a side of nature that was both stunningly beautiful and deadly, and I would never forget the image of its jaws closing around Jack's leg. Despite everything, I realized that this experience would remain with us forever. The fear, the feeling of being lost in the wilderness, and the overwhelming relief when we were rescued would be etched in our memories for years to come. Yasuni had given us an adventure unlike any other, one we would never forget, for better or for worse.